Yo, what's up, my people? What's up, world? It is Tuesday, December 24th, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him all things is possible. This No Duck Zone episode is sponsored by Matchbout. Follow Matchbout on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Matchbout, the best sponsorship in the land. What's up, my people? Happy holidays. Peace to everybody out there moving around, who's probably still doing a little bit of Christmas shopping. Um, Safe travels out there in the streets around this time. You know how it is. And remembering um, with him, all things is possible. So you're moving, just try to say a little prayer for yourself and for other people out there while you're moving around. You know what I'm saying? Keep focused, stay out of the way, and everybody enjoy their time. Usually I'm not on at this time. I didn't go this morning, so I said, yo, let me come on. This morning I was kind of out of it, and I was tired, y'all, very tired. So I said I still got to come on here and rock with my people. So get ready to rock with my people, my fam. Uh, we're gonna basically get into basically get into our remembering our first Christmas. Um, what do we remember what do we remember about our first Christmas? All right, we're gonna get into that and just a whole bunch of other stuff. We ain't getting into nothing else that's going on. I ain't trying to hear shit else that's going on that everybody out there carrying on about because it's not irrelevant to me. So that's what we gonna do. So let's go. So for our newcomers, regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Be free. What up? See if I can get free. Give me a second. I ain't been on StreamYard in a minute, y'all. Ever since they pulled that BS. Hold on, I don't know what this is about. Give me a second, y'all. My joint moving crazy. Give me a second. I'm trying to do the invite thing and doing whatever you want to do. Okay. So anyway, yeah, remembering, first Christmas and what does around this time mean to us? I'm going to also dedicate this video to my late great sister who passed away years ago from this. December 25th of 1991 was the day for me. It's always hard around this time. Um, no matter how old I get. Um, it's crazy to every time you think about Christmas, that would be the first thing that comes up. And it is. It's the first thing that always comes up for me, but it is what it is. We have to keep moving on in life. So rest in peace to my late great sister. Love you, sis. Dedicating this video to you. D Free, what up?
What's good? What's good?
Yo, what's going on? Look like you in the kitchen about to chef it up. What's on the What's on the menu?
Chicken for the wife. You know,
Oh,
she
okay.
she on a strict diet.
Oh yeah, you know that. You gotta make sure you do that. Definitely gotta make sure you do that, man. You have to make sure she doesn't have any no issues or nothing. She eats the way she's supposed to, and she should be okay. Which is
Yeah, just a
which is
little bit of baked chicken.
practically normal.
Yeah.
It's normal, and it's good too because you need that. We all need to watch how we
It's about to be my month.
yeah,
About to
man.
be
It's,
my
it's
month.
coming.
About to be month.
Yeah, yep, it's coming for us. I wasn't expected to be here so damn fast, but hey, it's here. It's here, and I'm excited. Um, and I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how it turns out, man. You know what I mean? January is always a unique month for me. Just thinking about turning the age that I'm
January the best
turning.
month of the year.
Uh, every time I think about it, yeah, I'm doing a live birthday. I'm doing a live birthday special anyway. For when that comes around.
Yeah, it's the best month of the
Um,
year. It's the first month of the season.
yeah,
First month of the year, everybody want to start over fresh.
thank God. I know I damn sure am. I learned a lot from this year as much as I did from 2023. I think I learned a lot more this year than I did last year, and it's a lot of sucker shit
You
that
know
I
what
got
I
to
you know what I learned?
stay away from.
What I what I learned last January, and I somewhat implemented this for the whole year, and I'm gonna do it again next year. That's gonna be my New Year's resolution. Every day is a brand new day, and every day you get a chance to start over. So that's what I've been doing. Every day, I forget what I did yesterday. I mean, of course, you're gonna remember the stuff that you got to remember for work and stuff like that. But I forget the stuff that I did yesterday and start over fresh the following day. And that's what I'm doing every day of the new year.
Hmm. Yeah, that's makes a lot of sense. Um, a lot of people should work on trying to do that. Um, and it helps. Yeah, I learned a lot from this
Yep.
year, and I learned so much, man. Um, I'm gonna talk about it actually in my New Year special. I'm gonna do a New Year special. I got tomorrow to do, but the rest of this week I'll be live. I came on here, yo. Look, I was like, yo, you know what? I need to go to StreamYard. Let me see if I can do a free joint. So I'm gonna go do a free joint. I'm gonna do something free, just until I get to where I need to be.
Yeah.
So when they told me I could get a free trial, I
Yep.
was like, yeah, that's what I needed. Smoke, what up?
This
Um,
this the first time I actually wore this shirt. I didn't even wear it on my birthday when my wife bought it.
shit.
She
I'm
bought
looking
this
for.
what
I need a Jackie. I need a Jackie.
2020.
I need a Jackie Robinson
She bought
jersey
this
with
joint
the
in
number
2020
40.
because I got the I still got the face mask to it and everything because that's when Cobra was out, so it came with a face mask. It had the same thing on the face mask. I never wore it.
I need I need a Jackie Robinson jersey, man, with the number 42. That's gonna probably be impossible to get that shit. It's gonna be impossible.
Uh,
It's not
Jackie
impossible, but
Robinson with the
goddamn.
number for the,
Yeah.
yeah. The only way you
Cause
probably find something like that, you probably have to go to like one of them stores that sell the old comic books that collect those type of things, or you probably have to go on eBay or maybe even Amazon and try to look it up. You might be able to find it there. But to go into the store and trying to find it, it's probably gonna be it's probably a slim chance that you'll find it in the actual store, unless you in his hometown or the what team did he play baseball for?
The Dodgers, the Brooklyn, when they were the Brooklyn Dodgers.
The,
That's what I wanted.
yeah,
I wanted 40.
yeah,
I wanted 42 because I was turning 42, and I thought that would have been dope for me to wear.
yeah. You probably gonna have to go on Amazon because to find an old Brooklyn Dodger jersey, yeah, that's probably gonna be slim to none chance.
D Hall, what's up, my guy? Yeah, I was thinking about that. I had thought about it for a couple of weeks. I was like, yo, man, what do I look like if I can get a damn Jackie Robinson jersey? But I was like, yeah, I might be reaching a little bit. Ain't like you could just walk into the store and be like, there you go. It's hard.
Well,
It's hard to get one of those, man. I mean, it's in New York City, it's possible, but it's like shit. You're gonna pay
that's
you
what I
either a
say.
good piece of change for it.
And like even if you go on eBay, you gonna pay a pretty penny for it. You probably better off going on Amazon or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it, man. I only got a couple weeks. I'm probably gonna look into that shit tonight. And see what I could
Yeah, I
do
got
for
I
it.
got little over a little over 2 weeks before it's my birthday. A little over 2 weeks.
Yeah, everybody's asking me what am I doing? Shit, enjoying it, that's all. Enjoying it. Go out for maybe a bite to eat, maybe a few drinks, and I'm right back home. I'm not the type that I'm about to go somewhere and party for 8 hours. That's just not
Yeah.
me no more. I'm getting
Matter
old.
of
I'm
fact, what
getting
day is
older
my
now.
birthday on?
Yeah, I'm getting older now, man.
Now
So I'm not
my
with all
wife
that going. Hmm?
no, I was saying my wife had asked me what did I want to do for my birthday. I was like, I don't know. Yeah,
I
my
don't want to do
birthday is
shit.
on a Thursday, so
Mine's too.
my
That's what's
birthday
so
is on a
crazy.
Thursday, so
Both our birthdays is on a Thursday, and that's crazy because um I want to go out to eat, man. Maybe get a few drinks and bring my ass back home. I'm not no, I'm not the guy who's going to go party for 8 hours and turn up and drink till I throw up. I ain't doing none of that bullshit. I'm turning 42, not 21, so
I
I'm
probably
not
do
doing
that
none of
the
that shit.
that I probably do that Friday because I probably take
Jason,
off
what up?
that Friday. I probably take off that Friday and don't go to work that night. Because
Shit.
I get paid I get paid the week before my birthday. I get paid on the 10th. So I get paid the week before my
Oh, you
birthday.
got paid that. You
So
get
I'll
paid
probably
that
go out.
Friday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You get paid that Friday. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll probably go out on
Jason
that
Allen, what up?
Friday after my birthday. I be turning the big 4-9. The big 4-9.
Yeah,
I
that's
know what I'll be doing next year at that time because next year my birthday's on a Friday. I know what I'll be doing next year. Next year my ass will be on a goddamn cruise down to the Bahamas.
when I turn 43, I don't know. I'm gonna get. I got to get the 42 first. I don't know. Then you got to see what the I got to see what the money look like because if the money funny depends on what you're trying to do, then it'll interfere with what it is that you're trying to do. Um, I have to see though. But just for me to turn it, it's a blessing. I'm not looking to really turn up. To be honest, every time for me when I turned 41, it was emotional for me. Because I think about everybody who didn't make it to that point, man, and people who was just like by the time they was in their 20s, they was already out of here. And so
What's
when I
going
look
on,
at
Bruce
me,
Gas?
Bruce Gas, what's up? When I just look at me, I go, damn, bro, you have something definitely to be
Yeah,
proud of, man.
yeah.
It's
I
God is
definitely
good all the
yeah,
time.
not yeah. Next year, 2026, I definitely got to turn up. I be turning the big 5-0. I definitely got to turn up. And it's not gonna be turn up to where I'm just drinking myself crazy. But like I said, I'm going on a cruise. I got to. That's something I never done
Tell you
before. Never went on a cruise. My wife
by
never
the
went on a
time
cruise, and we be going to the Bahamas somewhere neither one of us ever been before neither. So
by the time I'm
we
50, I
I
want to be. I can't say my 40s. I'm just gonna enjoy them as much as I can. But I know by the time I'm 50, and I think it's a great age. I think by the time I'm 50 and Lord allows me to get out that long, I want to be opening up my first gym.
I know that would be knocking out two birds with one stone. Two things that I've never done that I said I always wanted to do was take a cruise and go to the Bahamas, and I'm gonna do both of them.
Yeah, we got to travel the world. You know what I mean? Because I know 50, I'm not getting up working for nobody. Shit, I'm not trying to do it now, but I know at 50, I ain't working for no fucking body. So whatever it is, I want to go, and whatever it is I want to do, I want to be able to do that without being interrupted or, oh, I got to go back because my vacation ends. Like I want to be able to just go wherever. Like you got people that can leave 30 days and they never have to worry about nothing when they come back because it's like they're the boss. And that's what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
to. Where I can leave and go somewhere, man, and just, man, enjoy it. Yeah, the cruise is nice. Yeah, it's nice. I don't know. You know, I ain't never been on one of those, man. I've been on
Yeah.
a boat before.
Well,
I
I
haven't
was
been on no damn cruise.
my kid's godfather, my man that lives in Philly. He went on a cruise for his birthday. He's like, man, you gotta do it. He's like, man, it's that joint is like being at a shopping mall the entire time. He said, you on a cruise, they got a big old shopping mall, they got a casino down there. He said, it's so
Yeah,
much
my
stuff to do on a cruise. He was like, you don't even have to leave the ship if you don't want to. It's so much stuff to do on the
no,
ship.
no, my people's his family went. They went for about, was it 14 days, 21 days, 30, whatever they did. But they was showing me pictures of how the cruise was set up. Like they had a lot going on. A movie theater, a mall, you can go bowling. It was so much shit that you can do on there. I was like, it was crazy. It was damn near like being outside. It was so much to
Yeah.
do. You had a basketball court, you can go swimming.
You see,
I
like
was like,
what
whoa, that's crazy. But it's gonna cost a pretty penny, but it's worth it. And this is the reason why it makes sense when I always
yeah, I
say, you
think
know, we can't work just to pay bills. We got to work to have some kind of fun in life. And that's why places like that exist. So we can work hard, so we can be able to get to places like that and enjoy it.
I already looked it up because I had already planned it. My wife asked me what did I want to do for my 50th birthday, and I told her I want to go on a cruise. So I already looked it up. It's like for two people to get a balcony a balcony suite where you can look at the ocean and go out on the balcony or whatever. Um, it's like I think for the carnival, I think, and it leaves from Baltimore, so I can ride up there, park my car, and get on a cruise. I ain't gotta catch no plane or nothing. But it's a 7 day trip, and you visit seven different islands, and it's like 2,000 and some change, like 2,059 or something like that. And I was like, well, it's basically like $1,000 per person. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's not bad at all for 7 days, 7 days, 6 nights. I was like, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, 7 days is all I need. I don't need a whole, you know what I'm saying? 7 days is good enough. I could take that. I don't need a whole bunch of days. You give me 7 days. That's good enough.
Yeah,
Shit, I'll be
you
one
could do
right now.
you could do the 7 day one, and I think they have a 4 day one. I think it's like 7 days and 4 days.
Shit, I need
So
a week.
you could
4 days ain't
yeah
good enough for
I
me. I need a whole 7 days. Shit.
yeah I say
Yeah.
because I know once I turn 50, everything is going to slow down. Everything is going to slow down. Like I'm not rushing the days no more because now, like right now, it's like I'm a rush to do everything. I gotta get this done. I gotta get that done. I gotta get that done. Once I turn 50, everything slow down.
Man,
We're gonna
shit.
do
I'm at
this,
that
and I'm
point
gonna
now,
take my
free.
time and get. I'm gonna take my time, get
See,
this done. The
I ain't gonna
next
hold
day,
you,
take my
bro.
time and get that done.
I'm at that point now, free. I can't because when I be rushing, and then when I mess up on something or I forgot something, then I gotta go back and correct it. Yo, man, it's enough to drive you crazy, bro. I'm telling you. That's why I be like, look, bro. I get to if I can make it 250, that's one of my goals. Like I said, is to open up my own gym. I want to be able to do
Yeah,
that. Open up my own gym, and I
yeah,
think 50 is the perfect age to to do it. I mean, if it happens before then cool. But I think that's the perfect age to do it. And once I get 50, I'm traveling. I'm going places. I mean, I'm gonna do it before then. But once I get 50, that's it, man. I'm not getting in. I'm not getting up clocking in for nobody. I'm Mr. McLean. You was supposed to be in here at
No,
8 o'clock. Kiss my ass. I ain't doing none of that. I'm not doing none of
yeah,
that. Mm.
I'm a travel, but I'm a travel to the United States. My ass is not going overseas. The furthest I'm going overseas is taking a cruise to the Bahamas. Dog, I can't do no 16-hour flight.
He
I
said,
can't do it. I
he
can't do
said,
it.
I'm keeping my ass in the
No,
United
no,
States.
cause I was talking to this dude the other day, and he talking about he went to, I think he said he went to Dubai, and it was like a 16-hour flight. I was like, man, hell no. I'm
Hell
not.
no.
I can't do no 16-hour flight. I mean,
Dog, I'm not doing that.
I always wanted to go to Paris and stuff like that. But once I thought about how long you be in the plane, I was like,
I
nah,
don't even want to. You
I
know
can't
what,
do
Free?
that.
I'm not even.
Can't
I'm
do
not
that.
even. I don't even want to go to those places because for you to be sitting somewhere and listen, only way I could go to those places, it's got to be something there for me. If it's not a business deal where I'm not getting money, and even if it's a business deal, all money ain't good money. So if I got to go 16 hours to get money, I'm not going to get money. I got to be going to get millions. Now maybe if I'm going to get millions, maybe, but even sometimes you still got to say
Yeah, I
no.
mean, it, yeah, I mean, if it's some millions waiting for me over there, I'm definitely going to get it. But
Yeah.
I just thought about it. I was like, no, because I just wanted to be able to say I've been to Paris or I've been to London or I've been to France or whatever. I've been to Africa or whatever. I just want to say, yeah, you know what, I've been there. But after I thought about it, I was like, nigga, I'm scared of heights. I don't even like flying 3 hours. I'm damn sure not gonna want to do no
I
16 hours.
mean, we got to get past. I
I
got to
can't
get
sleep
past
that
3
long.
hours. I got to get past
I
that
can't
because
sleep that long.
I want to go to Vegas, right? So I have to do it because I got to get to Vegas, and I can't get on no Greyhound or Amtrak to go to Vegas. So I
See,
got
like
to get on that plane to go to Vegas.
I'm the type of person like certain things that I like me flying. I know I can go to sleep for a few hours or whatever, but when it's 16 hours, I can't sleep that damn long. I'm like I try to go to sleep, but I'll be like,
I've never slept
man, this shit is
16 hours.
this shit, like I said, I can try, but I know I'm not gonna sleep no 16 hours. The most I might sleep on a plane like that, the most I might sleep is probably like somewhere like 5 hours. That's probably be the most. Cause I know for one, I'm gonna have to get up and go use the bathroom. And usually when I wake up, I'm up. Especially if I'm on a plane, I can't just go right back to sleep. I'm gonna be nervous as hell. I'm on a plane, look out my window, I see nothing but clouds and water.
I told
I'm like,
Tiffany the same thing. I said,
nah,
"Yo,
I'm good.
I can't. I'm not doing no. I'm not even doing 8 hours. You can't even get 8 hours on with me. Vegas is wild. Yeah, but
See, that's
I'll
why
take Vegas.
that's why I said I want to go to Hawaii. See, I think I could do Hawaii, but I can't do no goddamn London or no
Listen,
Africa or none of that.
if you got a bag for me, depends, and I might still say no, but you can't get me to
Yeah,
come for no thousands. It's got to be
see,
millions. Like if you doing
I
a
was look
business deal, I'll do it. But other than that, I'm not gonna go from. I'm not. Uh,
I was looking at a couple of videos they had of Tank Davis over there walking around in London, and I was like, see, these niggas they fly all the time. They used to that shit. I said I can't do that shit. I
that shit
can't
ain't
do it.
nothing.
I can't
Shit,
do it.
Noriega,
I'm like, you go.
Noriega just said, "I'ma fly here, I'ma fly there, and I'ma fly there." That shit ain't nothing to them because some of them be doing that shit 25, 30 years. It ain't nothing for these celebrity or even a regular civilian who's successful. It ain't nothing for them to fly. Shit, it ain't nothing for them.
See, like John Madden never flew in a plane. All the years that he coached, all the years that he called football, he never flew in a plane. That man is scared to death of
What?
flying.
Why
He
the
never
fuck is
flew
he?
to.
Well, how the hell is he getting to the games then? Because you gotta fly when you
He
go out of
drove.
town.
No. He drove. He had a big camper, and they would drive from state to state. Whatever state they're going to do the game, his driver would drive his big old camper that he had
No,
and
dog.
drive
He
there.
must have
He
been paying
never
that
flew.
drivers. He must have been breaking. That
Well,
driver was making some money.
I mean, John Madden was paid, but yeah, he never flew. Even when he was a head coach,
Who
he
said that?
never flew.
Which there was a wrestler. There was a wrestler that said that he didn't fly neither. That he drove, and he said that all the other wrestlers would convince him that, hey, because they would do drugs, do this, take that. You'll be there before you know it. He said that's even worse. He was like, no, man, I wasn't into no drugs and none of that. I wasn't into no planes. When we wrestled,
Yeah.
I got in my car and I drove to where we had to go. So if it was 4 hours, if it was 8 hours, I was driving. But one thing
Yeah,
about it, I wasn't getting on that plane.
John Madden had a big old camper, and yeah, like Bruce Gass said, it was customized. He had everything in that camper that he needed, and whenever they was doing a Monday night football game, they would drive to
But
whatever state they had to drive
you
to.
can't blame people, right? You can't blame people for having that fear, and people tell you to get out of it like it's that easy. It's not that damn easy, man. It be too much going on.
It's not.
Even when you
See,
fly for 2 hours, it's too much going on with these planes.
but the funny thing about it is they said it's safer to fly a plane because plane don't have accidents as often as cars and buses and trains
Shit.
do. But
They
the
they
problem with that is 9 times out of 10, if your plane do have an accident, you ain't gonna make it. That's the problem with
this is
that.
what this is what they not understanding. They keep trying to say like it ain't that many accidents like that with planes. Bullshit. Bullshit.
I
Every
mean,
time you turn around,
it,
they
it,
losing a wing. Shit.
yeah, it's really
Shit.
not that many accidents as far as planes, especially like to the big airlines. To the big airlines is they very seldom have an accident. Like majority of their accident happens before they take off,
Did you ever
or it
watch? Did you
happens
ever
once
watch?
they
Did you
land.
ever? They got this worst plane crashes on YouTube. Don't ask me why I was watching it. My mind just like I don't know. My mind gets to something that looks interesting, and I watch it, and I'm just watching these crazy crashes, and I'm like, I'm making it worse for myself, knowing that I'm a person who don't like planes. Like when I took my son
It's,
to go back home last year, and I got the what was that, LaGuardia, FK, one of them. Do you know I I almost crashed out at the airport because that was my first time inside of an airport in years. I think I went when I was younger, but I almost crashed out, man, because I wasn't used to being in that environment. So I got sick
like
automatically just being in it.
I don't mind looking at the planes
I
and
can't look.
watching them
I
take
can't
off
look.
because I, I live right beside the airport. Like
I
literally,
can't look.
BWI Airport from where I live at is literally 5 minutes up the street. I literally see planes fly over my house
We be
every day.
riding by an
So
airport, and I be like, when I be riding by the airport, and I see I got to turn this way. Tip be like, yeah, I said, nah, man, that big ass plane flying by, man. Let that shit go by before you,
I
before
don't
you
like I
make
said,
this shit.
I actually I get a kick out of looking at planes take off and land. It's the feeling of being in the plane when it takes off. That joint it gets to me every time. I was in the service, so I flew everywhere we went. It's only time we ever drove somewhere is like when we was going on a field training and it was in the state. That's the only time we drove. If we was leaving the state, we always flew. Like we went to California a few times. I flew there. We went to Germany once. I
Yeah,
flew there. But but like I said, I've done it when I was in the service because I had to. It was no choice. I had to. And when you in a plane in the service, you on a 747, and it's the same thing when you're going overseas. You're gonna be in the 747 because those are they have the biggest gas tank, so they can hold that much gas when you ride in 16 hours. But when you on a 747, they got the big movie projector. It almost doesn't feel like you in a plane. The only time you really realize that you're in a plane is when you're going through the turbulence or if you look out the window. That's when you realize you in a plane. But for the most part, in a 747, you really don't feel like you in a plane. But like I said, I was 18 at the time, so it didn't really bother me. Now that I'm older, I'm like that. All that stuff gets to me now. He said it
yeah.
was Ray. He said Raven wouldn't get on a plane.
Yeah, the
The
wrestler
wrestler
Raven.
Raven.
I didn't know it was Raven. I know it was. somebody who was telling a story about that. About they was like, nah, they don't do planes. They'll drive the way they got to go. Shit, you got dudes
Yeah,
that'll spend more gas money on their car than they. I'll just
yeah,
crank this shit up with all the gas I can. If I got to put
yeah.
$100 worth of
Normally,
gas in this,
hey,
I'll do it.
normally that's what I do. Normally that's what I do. The only time I flew, like we went out of town when we went to New York. I drove. The only time we
It
flew
didn't make no sense to fly to New
was when
York.
we went to Dallas
Just for,
because no, I mean it doesn't make any sense. But if you don't plan on driving when you're there, it's one or two way. It's one or three ways you're
oh
gonna
yeah,
get there.
well yeah, that's
You're
different.
gonna
Yeah, yeah.
either you're gonna get on a Greyhound, which you might as well drive your damn self because I don't trust them niggas. You're gonna get on Greyhound, you're gonna get on a train, or you're gonna get in a plane. Those are the only
Greyhound
three ways you're gonna
is
get there.
for people
I don't trust them niggas, dog. I don't trust them because it was one
who.
time I was leaving from New York, coming back home, and they was going over the memorial. I think that's what got me nervous of the Delaware Bridge. They was going over the Delaware Memorial Bridge, and we was right by that. We was in the outside lane, right by the rail, and his ass kept swerving. And I had a window seat, and I'm looking at the rail get closer. I'm like, "Hey, you want to move over?" I'm sitting there yelling at the daggone driver. I'm like, "Hey, you want to move over? You get close to the rail, man. Get close to the rail."
Yes,
Ever
I
since
don't
then,
play all
dog, I
that
just
because
been nervous going over the
you
Delaware
start
Bridge.
driving a little funny, I'm the type that sit up in my seat and be like, you shit, bus driver, you good up there?
Uh,
Like bus
once I
driver,
said
bus
that,
driver, wake
everybody
up.
started looking. Once I said that, everybody looked out the window. They were like, "Hey, yeah, you is kind of close to the rail. You might want to move
Nah,
over
I
because
understand
nobody
they
else was
be,
paying attention."
I understand they be tired, but I don't give a damn how tired you are. Shit.
Now, see, but the thing is, I mean, yeah, it does be tight because I drove to New York and turned around and drove right back. Like when I went to go pick my daughters up or drop my daughters off when they were staying in New York with their mother, I would drive to New York, pick them up, and turn around and drive back. And then when I dropped them off, I would drive to New York, drop them off, turn around and drive back. We didn't stay. So it can be tiring sometimes if that's what you do every single day and it's the same routine every day, you can get bored and get tired of it. But a nigga like me, I'd be like, hey, let me pull over for a minute. Let me go to a rest stop or something and chill for a minute. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't trust the Greyhound driver. So ever since then, I was like, nah, I'm not riding on Greyhound ever again because I was nervous as hell as he was going over that damn bridge. I was like, that shit had me because I was leaning back and we was watching a little movie. And I just happened to glance out the window and saw that rail got close. I was like, hey, man, you want to move over? You a little close to the rail, dog. You want to move over? And everybody looked out the
Uh,
window. They was like, yeah, you are close. You might want to move over some. He was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I was like, nah, you're not good on my side. You ain't good on my side. Nigga, I'm close to the rail. You on the left hand side. I'm on the right. You ain't close. You ain't good, dog. Move over.
not. It's the Greyhound. The Greyhound just be annoying because people get on there with their kids. That's what annoys me, and it be too much sometimes. Cause that's the only thing. Greyhound's not bad though. I could do it.
That's why
I
you
could
got
do Greyhound with my. I could do Greyhound with my eyes closed. It don't
like when
really
you
bother
get
me.
situations like that. You get situations like that. You got to invest in some Beats AirPods, and they got that cancellation. I mean that noise cancellation mode.
Listen,
No, you don't hear
yeah,
nothing.
because
I put that joint on. I put them joints on. My wife was literally sitting right beside me, talking to me. I didn't hear not a single word she said. I had to take them out. I was like, "What you say?" I didn't hear nothing she said. I had them joints on,
because
and I
me,
was sitting there.
my,
I was
my
looking at
thing is this:
YouTube.
when I'm traveling, you can't stop kids from crying. That's kids. But when you got all these
Oh
mothers
yeah,
getting on with their kids and they crying, that shit right there, after a while, it irks my nerve. When I'm like, first of all, what is you doing traveling with 4 or 5 kids and you be dolo? Like, I'd be like, yo, what the? Come on, bruh. I can't.
hey,
I got on Amtrak. I remember the first time with Tiff, we was going to Florida for the Hall of Fame. And this one dude had his daughter, and she was just the lady. I loved her for this. So the lady that was working on the train was like, you go back there with her. Go back there. The shit was funny though. Cause she was coming into our cart. A lady said, no, take her back there. Cause like I said, you can't stop kids from crying, but you also pay too to have you a nice trip the way you going. You want your peace and quiet. So that's the only thing about Greyhound with me or any of those buses where I'd
I
be like,
got it.
nah, I can't do all that. I need my peace and quiet. I don't need all that. But flying, like I said, and I remember Fat Joe said this recently. He said I missed a lot of money, or he said I had messed the bag up because they wanted me to fly somewhere and I wasn't going. I wasn't
Listen,
going.
listen.
So yeah, sometimes you gotta say no.
Yeah, but yeah, I just can't. I can't do. I think 8 hours might be the max that I can do on a plane. I think that might be the max. Anything
You know
over
what?
8 hours,
I
I
can't
gotta
even. I can't
land
even.
and take a break. I gotta land and take a break.
I'm not even giving you 8 hours. I promise you. I don't know how it is from here to Vegas. I don't know if that's 4 hours or three or whatever. I might do that, and that's gonna be quiet for that. It's it after that. I'm not. I can't give you eight.
See,
I
like
can't
if
give
I
you
gotta
10.
go,
I need seven.
like if I was going to Hawaii and they said, "Hey, do you want to express?" and I or do you want a layover? I'm like, okay, how long is the flight if it's express? If they say anything over 8 hours, I'm like, nah, give me a layover in LA, dog. Give me a flight straight to LA. Let me lay over for a couple of hours, get my head together, and then I'll fly to Hawaii because
I want to be able to
if
go
it's
somewhere where I
anything
ain't
over
gotta
8 hours.
change. I want to go somewhere where I can get straight there and I ain't gotta change. Like I don't know what I have to do from New York to Vegas, but I don't want to have to get off one. See, it's different when you get off one bus to get on another because it's a bus. With that plane, I no man.
No, I
Mm,
mean, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying if it's longer than 8 hours, they're gonna have to. I
shit.
gotta do a layover. I got to. I'm not. I can't. I know I'm not gonna be able to sit in that plane for 8 hours because I'm gonna be like, damn, dude, this joint got enough gas. Hey, is the driver woke or is he asleep? Hey, I'm gonna be
Hey,
asking questions left and right. No, I
you
gotta
don't
make.
want to get one of those. You don't want to get one of them Denzel type joints. You see that movie Denzel was in when he's flying the plane.
Oh, see, I'm gonna tell you the scariest thing to the plane because you never been on a plane. But the scariest thing to me to a plane, and I got a chance to look at it twice, is when I got on the plane and I was sitting in first class one time, and
Hmm.
I got a chance to look at the cockpit. When I saw them big ass fucking windows and all of those instruments in front of them, I was like, dog, they got to know all that shit. I was like,
Yeah, man. Look,
so if one button go
you.
off, one button go off, though, I'm gonna be nervous. If I see one joint start blinking red, I'm like, hey, y'all good up there? Yeah, y'all good up there? I see that joint blinking red now. Y'all good? Y'all good?
Yeah.
This joint ain't leaking fluid or nothing. It ain't
Hold
leaking
on. He said,
no
"Wait a
gas
minute,
or
y'all
none of
good? Yeah,
that.
y'all good up there?" I think blink
But
your
I
eye
got a
three,
chance to see the
blink your eye
cockpit
twice.
twice, and that's the scariest thing to me. Because me personally, I know you go through classes to learn how to work it or whatever, but just looking at it, it looked like a bunch of confusion up there. I'm like, dog, how the fuck they know what every fucking button does? That's a
You gotta
lot of
learn all.
shit, and there's only
You gotta
two of y'all
learn. You
motherfuckers
gotta.
up here.
You gonna listen. You gonna learn all that before your ass even step on the plane. You gonna learn that because they know
No, that's
ain't
what I'm
no.
saying. I know they go to classes and all that stuff for to be a pilot and all that. It just when you if you never seen a cockpit and you walk past and you look at that joint, you gonna be like, oh
I'm gonna freak
shit.
out. Like yo, what the hell is yo? I gotta know what
No,
I can't.
matter of
What?
fact, you could pull it up online. Just pull up inside of a cockpit. You gonna look at that shit. You gonna be like, God damn, that's a lot of shit that they gotta know. It's a lot of shit they gotta know. They gotta know what every gauge is.
I ain't got the patience, bro. I ain't got the patience. I can't.
I
That's a
remember one
lot to
time when I
learn.
was sitting in first class. When I was sitting in first class, and this was the only time I ever rode first class. I was where was I going? I think I was going to California. I think I was going to California, and this is the first time I ever rode first class. First and only time I ever rode first class, and I'm sitting in the first seat. So it's a seat right here, and then it's like a little walkway. I guess that's where the stewardess be at, and then it's the cockpit, and
Yeah.
it's a bathroom in between there, and then it's the cockpit. So I'm sitting in the seat, and I'm sitting in the aisle lane, and the motherfuckers, the one of the pilots came out to go use the bathroom, and I did like this and looked over and saw nothing but air because we
Well,
was
why would
flying.
you?
So
Wait, wait,
all you
wait,
see
wait.
is the
Why would you do? Why would you do? Well, why would you do that?
because I was trying to figure out why the fuck was the pilot coming out of the cockpit. I looked over, I was like, oh shit.
Do you? Do
I was
you? Do
like, do we
you?
gotta
Do,
put our
listen.
seatbelt on?
Do you? Do you know what you could have did to yourself?
I immediately put my seatbelt on. I put my seatbelt on. The stool was like, you ain't gotta put your seatbelt on. I was like, nah, but he just left. She's like, yeah, it's another
He said. He
pilot up
said he
there.
just left.
I was like, but he's up there by himself. What if something happened while he in the bathroom? I don't know if he's doing a number one or a number two. I was like, he up there by himself. If something happened,
He said, "Hold on." He was
he
like,
gotta
he
try to
just left.
control the whole time. She was like, no, everything's fine. We're on autopilot. I said, hold on, this one flying by itself?
She said he just left. Like, nah,
She was
bro.
like, we're autopilot. I said, hold on, this joint's flying by itself. She was like, yeah, once we get above the clouds and we not going through any turbulence, they always switch into autopilot. That's when we tell you can take your seatbelt off. I was like,
Man, I don't care what you
nah,
telling me.
I
I
gotta
ain't
make sure
taking.
this. I
I'm
gotta
not
make sure
taking
he
nothing.
come back from the bathroom quick.
I'm
I
not
gotta make
taking
sure he
nothing
come from the
off.
bathroom quick.
You heard?
No, but
I'm not
no, if you would
taking.
have seen my face, because I know the expression that I have on my face. When that nigga came out the daggone cockpit, I did like that. I said, oh shit. I said, oh shit.
Yo, it's no way I could have been on the plane with you. Because I would have. You'd have had me nervous on the damn plane.
Oh, that was discouraging. From that point on, I said, I don't want to sit in the first class. They were like, that's the best seats. I was like, shit, that shit too close to the front. They got them big ass windows. That's too close to the front. If that joint hit first, the first people in the front gonna die. I said, nah, I want to at least have a chance to try to jump out this bitch when we get close to the ground. Maybe if I jump out, I won't have the impact. That's
Yo,
always
what
going in my
the
mind.
free, really?
If we coming down and I get a chance to jump out right before it hit the ground, maybe it won't hurt me as bad.
Yo, what you mean? Hurt you?
That's
Boy,
how my
free
mind
you.
be working. No, that's how my mind be working.
But how your mind working when you like 30,000 feet in the air? If you think we're coming down, you could, man,
Because
look,
you
bruh.
coming down, you coming down, right? You coming down full speed. So if you
Tay,
jump
what's
up,
up?
you're not coming down no more. You're going up. So maybe when you hit the ground, you don't hit it as hard. That's how
This
I be
ain't no
thinking in
D
my
free.
mind. That's how I be thinking in my mind.
This ain't no damn movie, free. You hit that
No,
ground, your ass is
that's
hasta la
just how I
vista.
be thinking. That's just how I be thinking. I be thinking that when I'm in the elevator, I'm like, if this motherfucker breaking, it just start falling, free falling to the ground. Once I know it's about to get close to the ground, I'm just going to jump. But then I thought about it. I said, I jump, my ass going to hit the top of the motherfucking elevator. Either way, I'm going to get fucked up in the elevator. Either way.
Yo, free, yo,
Because that motherfucker be coming down super fast. I jump.
your
Bam.
mind be
But see,
crazy. What
I'm
up?
so dumb. I'm so dumb. The motherfucking elevators, when the shit pop, they got emergency brakes. The motherfucker
Yeah.
automatically emergency stop itself. It's not like back in the days when they didn't have the emergency brake. Now they got emergency brakes. That shit, the belt pop automatically brakes automatically lock on. But yeah, I just be thinking of crazy shit.
Hold on, free. Hold on.
All right. What's going on, Tay Tay?
Patrick.
I just be
Yeah, I
my
can
mind
mention.
just
I
work like that.
can.
I be just thinking of crazy shit. But I always thought that. I always thought if a plane start to crash, if I jump out before it hit the water or before it hit the ground, I might be able to survive.
He said D on some Vin Diesel Triple X type stuff. Yeah, he bugging.
Yeah, I do. I do. I do. I be on it. I watch a lot of movies. I be on them type. I always wanted to be a stunt man. I always wanted to be a stunt
He
man.
crazy. But that's free for you. We all have this mind.
Bad thing about
Side
it
of
is
mind.
if we hit the water, I'm probably going to die eventually anyway. I can't swim no goddamn ocean. I can swim for about
Yeah.
a good maybe 30 minutes,
I'm
and
not
then
even
I'm gonna
trying
need
to
a
think
break.
like that. That's why I ain't going nowhere near that shit, bro. I'm not about to put myself through it.
You got you
I'm
got you
good.
got to think of the worst case scenario so you can think your way out of it.
Shit. I'm gonna think my way out of it by not putting my way in that shit. Hell no. Have it. Mm-mm. That's
But yeah,
just that's
that's
too
what they
much,
say. They
man.
always say like they like, well, you get on the plane, man. You ain't gotta worry about it. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But what if it's the goddamn
Speak
pilot's time to go?
well, speak for you. Speak
Then what?
when people kill me when they say that because I'm like, how does that make somebody get through their like flight? You supposed to help people. Your time to go. Speak for your damn self. Don't speak for me.
No, so you tell me to get on the goddamn Greyhound if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But what if it's the bus driver's time to go? We all
Like, don't
answer
tell
that.
me.
It's his time to go.
Yeah, don't tell me nothing like that because I don't need to hear that. How does that? How in the hell does that help me?
So because it's his time to go, we all gotta go? Nah, man, I ain't ready to go.
I ain't going
I am
nowhere.
not ready to go.
I ain't going until the Lord tell me it's time to go.
I need the Lord to crack the sky and say, Dwayne, it's your time to go. Other than that,
Yeah,
I ain't believing it. I'm not believing it. He
no,
gonna
that's
have
a
to crack
fact.
the sky and be like this. Dwayne, it's your time. And then close the sky back up.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact, man. Don't let me know when it's my time. Hell no, man. I don't play all that. I don't play all
Uh,
that. That's
uh,
that's just. I'm not rushing, man. Like I said, man.
I
All that
hope I
trying to
live to
fly for
see
hours, I ain't doing none of
see
that.
I hope I live to see 149. I ain't trying to leave this earth at no time. I ain't
Oh, I
that's
mean,
my
yeah,
big that's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is dying. Period. That's my biggest fear, dying.
I
I
don't
ain't
want to
trying to
say
leave
it's
this
my.
earth at no
I'm not
time.
gonna say it's my fear because I know we gotta go one day. My thing is I don't want to rush it. Some people rush it. By you can't flirt with death. A lot of people like to flirt with death. They put themselves in situations that can lead to death, rather if it's doing drugs, having unprotected sex where you catch something that's not curable and it could kill you. Um,
Yeah.
because you know what I'm saying. So me, I'm never afraid of death or afraid of dying because it's going to happen. I'm just not so. I'm not so quick to meet the Lord. I'm not so
I,
quick. I got.
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure that everybody's gotta die. I'm not so sure that everybody's gotta die. Because I think it's gonna be some people left on this earth when this earth actually destroys itself, or if you believe in God when God comes back, I think it's gonna be people left on this earth. But I don't
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
everybody's gotta die because Picasso, I'm almost certain that nigga is 475
Yo,
years old.
here he
I'm almost
go.
certain
Here he
Picasso.
go.
I'm
Yo,
almost certain
yo.
Picasso is the oldest man
Oh
in the
my
world. I'm
God.
almost certain about that.
Here we go. Here we go.
What's going on? Underrated. I'm almost certain
Underrated.
Picasso
What
been
up?
he's been here for at least he's been here for at least 400 years. I'm almost certain this nigga done seen everything in the
Oh
world.
man, I knew the streets wouldn't be safe. Damn, I knew the streets wouldn't be safe. Poor Picasso.
Uh,
Paul
Picasso,
Picasso.
no, Picasso is the only person on YouTube I have never seen his actual face. Everybody else on YouTube that I talk to on a regular
Somebody
basis,
said they
at
saw
some
it.
point
Was
of
it
time,
Quee? Somebody said they saw his face one time, I
no,
think.
Kui said she heard him. She ain't never seen him. She heard him. He
Somebody
came on his
said they
platform like he
saw.
used to
I don't
come.
know. Somebody they did
No,
they
what
see him or did they hear him?
no what
I
they
don't
what they
remember.
what they talking about what they talking about is Picasso said he took a picture with Champside, and Champside said, yeah, he did take a picture with Picasso. But we don't know if that was Picasso because nobody's ever seen Picasso before. We don't know if that's
Yeah.
Picasso. Nobody's ever seen him before. Like even Champside, I've seen Champside face before. I've seen everybody face before.
Oh
Picasso
yeah,
is the only
Champside
person
showed
I've
his
never
face a
seen his
lot.
face before.
It's
Yeah,
nobody like
Picasso is the only person on YouTube I've never seen his face. Only
yeah. A
person on
lot of
YouTube.
these, they was talking about that today about people having these channels or they be in these chats, so they got these Instagrams and Facebooks. They got Michael Jordan or Buzz Bunny or SpongeBob, whatever. You don't even know what the hell these people look like, and that shit to me is true though. That's why on social media I don't accept private pages. When people be trying to follow me and they shit is private and they don't have no posts or they got or they got one post, I block them. Like I'm not following you, nerd. And same thing with Facebook. They be trying to act like their page is official, like you gonna go follow that. I turn right around and block them. Like no,
Yeah.
they think you
I've
actually
seen
gonna follow them back.
anybody that I talk to on a regular basis. At some point in time, I've seen their face. The only person I have not is Picasso. He's the only person I have not seen his actual face. He's the only person. Everybody else, I've seen their face at some point in time. And I find that very suspicious. And this nigga's been around everybody's page, and nobody said, Picasso, you got to show your face at least once. You got to show your face at least once. Like he used to come on Kyle. Kyle used to do the little late night live streams. And he
Yeah.
used to come on there. He used to be on a panel on there. That's why I said I've spoken to Picasso. I know what he sound like, but I've never seen his actual face. He used to come on a lot. It used to be me, Kyle, K Savoy, and a few other guys that used to come up there on a regular basis. We used to be up there all the time. We'll be up there till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because that's when I used to work overnight. So we would be on that joint damn near all night. I'd be getting off of work and they'd be just getting off the live stream. And but I've never seen his actual face.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, he's not gonna go.
but we got
What is he?
we got
He got oh, sorry to hear that. Hold on. Now they come. Boy, bye.
we
How's
got
gonna be
Christmas
obituary?
in a couple of hours.
Okay, well, he should have came and told you that then. It's already going past. No funeral, no nothing. Boy, bye. Love you, baby.
We got Christmas in a couple of hours.
Yes, I always try to enjoy these times, but it's, you know what I mean. Safe travels to everybody that's out there moving around, man. These times
I
are not
thought
easy for everybody.
no, this weather phony as hell. I thought it was gonna be a white Christmas. It was snowing earlier today. Man, it snowed for an hour,
Oh, it did the
and
same
it
thing
wasn't even no
here.
big ass flakes.
It
Wasn't
gave
even
us
no
that
big
cheap
ass
ass.
flakes. It was them little ass ice chips
Yeah, it
or
gave us
ice
that
chips and
cheap
shit that
ass.
made the ground slippery as fuck.
Gave us that cheap ass snow.
I was
Yeah,
like,
you know what I
man,
mean.
I thought it was gonna be a white Christmas.
Yeah,
What's
it
going
gave us
on,
that
Josh?
cheap ass. Josh, what up? Happy holidays, my guy. Yo, man, what do you remember about your first Christmas?
The the first Christmas that I can actually remember, The very first one that I can remember, um, I was living in Landover, Maryland, which is not too far from where the stadium is at right now. Um, I was living in Kentland, and my father had just came home from the service for a break. He had a break in between. They let him home for the holidays. He was able to come home on leave for the holidays, and um, me, my brother, and my sister, um, we was wondering why my mother and my father didn't put up a Christmas tree. They were like, "Oh, we're not gonna have Christmas this year or whatever because your father he was away and we didn't get a chance to go to the store to buy y'all no Christmas presents." So we was a little upset or whatever, but they took us out to eat and then we had a big Christmas dinner or whatever. Or we had a dinner the night before. We went out to eat the night before. And
Mm-hmm.
they were like, "No, we're gonna do Christmas. We're just not gonna do it on Christmas." So we was like, "All right, whatever." So me and my brother, we was like, "Man, I'm going to sleep. We ain't gonna have Christmas." They were like, "Y'all don't want to watch no Christmas movie?" We were like, "Man, for what? We ain't gonna have Christmas." So we went to bed, and then every night when we go to bed, my mother will come in the room and wake us up to go use the bathroom. I was like probably like six, probably between 5 and 6 years old, and I think I was six. And my mother will always wake us up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom or whatever to make sure we don't use the bathroom in the bed. So we thinking it's a normal time to go use the bathroom. So my mother woke us up to go use the bathroom. Me, my brother, and my sister. I didn't think nothing of it because normally she would just wake me and my brother up. We would go use the bathroom together, and then she'll get my sister because she's a girl. She would get her up later. So at this time, my mother came and got all of us up, and she was like, "Y'all get up, so y'all go use the bathroom." So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm half asleep, and she was like, we went to the bathroom, and me and my brother was using the bathroom. And I heard my sister say, "Ah!" And so we hurry up and try to finish paying. We were like, "What's going on? What's going on?" We run out the bathroom, and they had all the Christmas presents on the floor, but they didn't have them wrapped. They was all open. All the Christmas presents was open because they didn't have time to wrap them. Because my father had just got home Christmas Eve, so they didn't have time to wrap them. They just had all of the Christmas toys on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, that was the very first time that I had got a Atari." Atari had just came out.
Mm.
I saw the TV setup and I saw the Atari. I didn't look at nothing else. I went straight to the Atari. Man, I played Pac-Man for about 6 hours straight. I was playing Pac-Man and Space Invaders. That was the only two games that I played. Because when he gave me, he had like two cartridges that had some games on it. But the Atari, the Atari came with one cartridge that had Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and
Yeah.
some other game, like the little centipede type game or whatever, and like this tennis game where it was just two lines. One line will go down, hit the ball. The other line got to catch the ball up there and hit it back. It was just those, and then those were the only two things that they had, and that was it. I saw that, and I was I was straight for the rest of the day. I didn't even go back to sleep. I think I went back to sleep probably 12 o'clock the next afternoon, Christmas Day.
Mm. Oh man, I've had so many, man. I can go down a long list, man. I remember when I first got Sega Genesis, playing Sonic. I had Michael Jackson Moonwalker, which that was my shit. A lot of people don't know about that.
Well,
I think I had Mortal Kombat. Um, it was so many at that time, and Sega was the shit, man. But and I think I think every system I got, even up until when I got a Super Nintendo, um, it was always lit for me. Christmas was always lit for me. I don't know about my first one. That was probably one of my major first ones from what I can
the,
remember. I was like
that's
nine,
that's
10 years. I was like nine,
that's the
10
only
years
one.
old.
Like I done had many Christmas since then, but that Christmas always sticks out of my head. I can remember that Christmas better than any other Christmas that I had as a kid. Even the Christmas when I had got what I got. I think I had got the very first Nintendo, and I had Nintendo. My brother had Sega Genesis, and we had some BMX bikes, and it was some other stuff that we had got too. I remember everything that I had got that Christmas more than I remember everything we got that Christmas, because I remember every single toy that I got that Christmas. Like I said, I remember the Atari was sitting in the TV because they put the TV on the floor and had the Atari sitting in front of it so I could play. They were like, Dwayne, this is yours. And I didn't pay attention to none of the other gifts, but I remember everything that I got. I had got a race car track. I had got a remote control race car. I had got some GI Joe action figures, a He Man action figure. Or actually, I got all of the He Man, the whole He Man set, uh, the cat, battle cat, and all of them. I got every last one of them. So, and then I had got a 10 speed bike. No, not a 10 speed bike. That was later. What? But I had got a bike that year. I'm trying to remember what bike it was. But anyway, I had got a bike that year, and I had got some clothes. I had got the very first Air Jordans. That's how I remember everything, because that's when the very first Air Jordans came out. And for kids, it was called Sky Jordan. For
Mm.
the adults, it was called Air Jordan. And it was, and they only came in one color, which was red and black. That was before he came out with the white, red and black. They was only red and black, and I had got those. And that's what I said. I remember everything that I got for that Christmas. But the other Christmases, I only remember like a couple of things that I got. But that one, I remember that one more than any other one. But he said, Josh Sanders said the excitement of unwrapping the gifts, not knowing what it is. Um,
Oh,
that's exciting to a certain extent, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you was a kid like me, you always made a Christmas list, so you always wanted certain things on that list. You knew you wasn't gonna get everything, but it was certain things that you really wanted on the Christmas list.
yeah.
And when you open up the gift and you see that you didn't get none of the stuff on the list, you be like,
You
man,
be si-
thank y'all.
you
Thank
be
you for the
you,
gift, but I ain't get nothing I wanted.
you be sitting there like you be sitting there like Ralphie in the Christmas story.
Right, right. Just like
Oh,
Ralphie.
you'll be just like Ralphie has. Ralphie didn't care about nothing. A lot of kids wanted a football. They wanted a bike. Ralphie didn't want none of that.
He just wanted that BB gun.
He wanted that BB gun, man. That's all he wanted. He ain't
Oh, that's
even.
another, and that's another thing that I had got too that Christmas. I had got a slingshot, because back then slingshots was the biggest thing. I had got a
Yeah.
slingshot, and I remember I went outside and I shot the slingshot for the first time and hit a car window.
Oh, come on, Free. That's just like you, Free.
Oh, no, I was aiming my ass, not paying attention. I was aiming at a bird. The motherfucker bird was flying, and it flew right in front of a car. I let that bitch go. That joy hit that motherfucker car window. I ran right back in the house.
Damn, Free. That's crazy. That's crazy, Free.
I ran right back in the house.
You out of pocket for that, Free.
And the funny thing about it is, we left out later on that day to go to my grandmother's house, because my grandmother lived right around the corner, but she had Christmas gifts for us too. So we left
Yeah.
out later that day to go to my grandmother's house, and the dude came out. He was like, "Somebody broke my window." I looked at my brother. My brother looked at me. We just put our head down and walked to the car real quick.
Damn, Free. Really, Free?
I was very mischievous when I was younger. Very mischievous.
Hey, I mean, we lived through a lot of great Christmas. A lot of great. Some were happy, some were sad. But We live to get to it, man, and that's the great thing. I had a lot of great, like I said,
I
I had a
do.
lot of.
Oh, I do remember. I do remember another Christmas. I was much younger. This when we was living in California. I was like probably 4 years old, probably like four. We was living in Cali. Like I said, my father was in the service, so we would go to different states. We lived in Cali. We lived in New Mexico. We lived in Philly, and of course, I was born and raised in Maryland and D.C. And
Yeah,
so at this time, we was living in Cali, and so we got up for Christmas. I don't remember the presents that I had because I was so young. I don't remember the presents that I had. But the one thing that I do remember from that Christmas was my mother was getting us ready to go over her friend's house. We was gonna go over her friend's house and spend Christmas over there. So we had already opened up our gifts or whatever. And then my mother like, all right, y'all go upstairs and get dressed so I can do y'all hair and we can go over to I forgot her name, Paula. Her name was Paula. And then
okay.
she ended up being one of my mother's longtime friends because she was from DC too. But we was going over there. So me and my brother put our clothes on. Well, I put my clothes. My brother was too young to put his clothes on. I put my clothes on because my mother laid the clothes out on the bed. I put my clothes on. My sister was trying to put her clothes on. She was like 3. My brother, he was 2. He was too young to put his clothes on. So I had put my stuff on, and I said I was gonna take it upon myself to do my sister hair, help my mother out. Well,
Yeah.
in the process of me doing my sister hair, I cut 2 of her ponytails off. My sister had long hair. I cut 2 of her ponytails off.
Why free? Why free? Why? Why free? Yo, what is the yo free? What is the matter with you? Why would you do that?
That's the only thing I remember from that Christmas. I remember, I think probably because I got my tail whooped. I don't remember nothing else after that. I got beat. I don't remember nothing after that, but I do remember cutting her 2 ponytails off. My mother coming in, she was like, "Why is all this hair on the floor?" She looked at my sister. She was like, "What did you do to your hair?" She said, "I didn't do it. Dwayne did it." Man, my mother looked at me. She looked like, remember when Michael Jackson turned around in Thriller and he was the daggone the zombie? That's how my mother looked when she looked at me. She was no, I instantly when I saw her turn around and look at me
Nigga
like that,
said she
I
turned around.
instantly just took off. I took off.
She had the Michael look at Thriller.
It was like she just got possessed all of a sudden. I just instantly just took off. I just started running. That's all I remember for. That's all I remember for that daggone Christmas.
Yo,
That's the only thing that I remember. I don't remember nothing else. If you ask my mother about it, she was like, "Yeah, he
yo,
did. He did.
yo,
He did cut
free.
his
You
sister
play
hair.
too much,
Trying to
boy.
do her hair, he cut her hair."
Oh my God, you play too much. Damn, yo, you play entirely too much. Moms had the Thriller look.
That joy, that joy was funny. I mean, that's another reason why I want to go back to California because when I was younger, when we lived in San Diego, all I remember is having fun in San Diego. Of course, I was a kid, so I didn't know nothing about anything else that was going on. I just remember having fun. I remember it was always hot and we had fun. That's all I remember. I don't ever remember a wintertime because even when it was Christmas, that year that it was Christmas, we went to we was getting dressed in shorts and t-shirts. We wasn't putting on like no coats and no regular clothes. We was in shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah,
It was warm.
yeah. Oh, there, man. Let me tell you, there's some times that you could think about that'll make you cry, boy. trying to tell
Yeah,
you, man.
that joint was hilarious, dog. All I remember is cutting my sister hair, and when I did it, I was like, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. But she had ponytails on both sides. Like her ponytails came down like here. She was a little girl. She was 3 years old, but her ponytails came down to like past her chest area. And so when I cut the one side, I was like, I can't leave it like that.
You thought it
And so
was
I
a great
cut the
idea.
other side to match. I cut the other side to match. Man, my mother seen that joint. She turned around and looked at me, man. I just took off running. I just took off running. I don't know where I was going to run to, but I know my father caught me at the steps. I was about to run down the stairs. My father caught me at the steps. I don't know where I was going to run to, but I was trying to get away. That's all I
And
knew. I was trying to get away.
you thought it was a good idea to cut the hair. Yo, free, man. Knock it off, man.
I was trying to help my mother. I was trying to do my sister hair. I was trying
Do
to
what?
help her.
You did her hair, right? You did her hair, right?
I mean, but luckily, I didn't cut it too short because I cut a small part of her ponytail. Like her ponytail came down to here. It went from being down to here to being like right where her shoulders was. So it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but it was one ponytail was down here, the other one was up here. I said I can't leave it like that. My mother gonna know something happened. So I cut the other one to match it, but the hair was all over the floor. That's all she saw was the hair on the floor. And then she was like, "Shorty, what are you doing?" She's like, "I didn't do it. Dwayne did it." Man, my mother turned around. She looked up. She said, "Man out." I was gone.
You running. You know she gonna catch you and beat you anyway.
Yeah. As I said, I don't know where I was running. I was just trying to get away for that moment. I was just trying to get away. I don't know where I was running to. I just knew I was trying to get away for that moment.
That's a scary moment. I'd have been trying to get away with my damn self.
I told you when I was little, I was mischievous. I did a lot of mischievous stuff when I was little.
I'm convinced that you were just crazy.
But
You were
the
crazy.
funny thing about it is I never got in trouble in school. I got in trouble at home. I never got in trouble in school. Never got in trouble in school.
School ain't a place I would want to get in trouble there, but even though I got into a lot of shit.
My brother and sister both got in trouble in school, but never me. Hold on one second. Put my headphone.
This guy's crazy. He saves all his trouble for home, not school. Boy, you crazy. What's up, y'all? What up? Happy holidays, everybody. You checking this out, smash that like button, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where it goes down at. No Doug Zone Podcast, baby. We here just talking about Christmas, remembering our first Christmas and what we did.
Yeah. I mean, like when I got older, Christmas was never the same. Once I got to like 13, 14 years old, Christmas was never the same for me anymore. But
yeah,
I couldn't deprive my kids from the joy that I had at Christmas. So I always did Christmas for my kids because I knew how much fun it was for me. So I made sure that my kids had Christmas every single year.
You think people always tarnish?
Huh?
I don't want to say tarnish. How can I put it? This disbelief they have of Christmas is because of they remember how their Christmas went. Their Christmas didn't go the way that I guess they needed it to go, and they give Christmas this black eye and try to tell their kids or tell people Christmas is not real.
Well, some people do. I heard somebody say today. They said they don't celebrate Christmas because it reminds them from when they was a childhood. They was broke. They never got anything for Christmas. But so you're not going to celebrate Christmas for your kids if you got kids? but and I heard other people say they don't celebrate Christmas because they know what the true meaning of Christmas was about, and they don't celebrate that or whatever. But me personally, it's not about the actual meaning of Christmas. Like, I celebrate
Yeah.
Christmas. I'm a Christian. I celebrate Christmas because we celebrate Christmas. That was the day that Jesus was born or whatever. But also, I celebrate Christmas because of my kids and my grandkids. I Everybody else is celebrating Christmas. I don't want them to be left out, and they see everybody else getting toys and stuff like that, and they don't get nothing. I'm like, no, I gotta celebrate Christmas for them. Whether they choose to go and find out what the meaning of Christmas is on their own, and and go about it doing it their own way, is on them when they get older. But right now, as they kids, I'm gonna celebrate Christmas. Let them have fun, because to kids, they don't know what the meaning of Christmas is. They go by what anybody tell you. They tell you it's Santa Claus. They believe in Santa Claus. They tell you that's the day Jesus was born. They believe in that's the day that Jesus was born. The one thing that they do know, Christmas, they supposed to get presents.
Yeah. And that's the one thing you don't want to take away from them. So, I always say, if you don't believe in it, keep that shit to yourself, man. You ain't got to put it out public and mess these kids' dreams up, man. Because a lot of these kids, they already have a mind of their own. Because we all were kids.
Yep.
We all believed that one time Santa existed. And despite if we had a good Christmas or bad Christmas, never go to these kids and just keep, you know what I'm saying? After a while, these kids will get it as they get older. You really don't have to tell them. They'll know when they get older. As I got older, I knew it wasn't no damn Santa that was coming down no damn chimney. Nobody had to tell me that. I figured that shit out after a while. Because when I got old enough to stay up, I knew what was up.
Right, especially if you live in a project, you know, it wasn't no daggone fat white man dressed in no red suit coming down no chimney or coming in your window.
If you had a chimney,
it wasn't happening in the projects.
If you had a chimney in your apartment in the projects, I don't know what kind of shit you listen.
No, I'm talking about, even like some people say, oh, they we don't have no, we live in an apartment, we don't have a chimney. Oh no, he comes through the window. Not in the projects, he ain't coming through no goddamn window. That nigga will get shot trying to go through somebody's window in the project.
They've been watching. You know what that is? They've been watching Friday too much. That's a movie. In real life.
I mean, that's what they used to say though. When I was a kid, I was like, hold up, but I asked my teacher, I was like, hold up. What if you don't have a chimney? Where do Santa Claus come at? Oh, he climbs up the fire escape, come through the window. They used to tell kids that all the time.
But even if you got a chimney in your house, let's keep it 100, man, and not to be the bearer of bad news. Even if you do have a chimney and you have a house, he ain't coming down no fucking chimney, y'all.
I never caught my father or mother putting out Christmas presents. I just knew that there was no real Santa Claus. I just always, once I got old enough to realize the concept of the situation, I was like, hold on. For one, we ain't got no goddamn fireplace. For two, ain't nobody climbing in our goddamn window.
But
ain't nobody climbing in no goddamn window to give us some presents.
Especially for people who didn't. I see a lot of people who didn't really have a great Christmas that they can dress up and they can play Santa and they don't make the other kids suffer for it. Because some people are just they live in this world. They just like, man, I don't care. I don't care nothing about these damn kids. I don't care nothing about the holidays. And then when you start asking them, they'll try to lie to you and tell you, yeah, I had a lot of great Christmases. No, not the way you acting.
Yeah.
Not the way you acting.
Like me personally, like I said, I've always celebrated the holidays for my kids. Even like Halloween, I don't celebrate Halloween myself, but I do it for my kids. So even when my kids would go trick or treating or whatever, sometimes I would dress up with them. I would put makeup on my face and stuff like that, just to get into the holiday spirit for my kids. Even though I knew what it was about, I would do it for my kids because they didn't know. They just know that they go around and people give out candy. They knock on the door. They dress up in costumes. They knock on doors. say trick or treat, people give them candy. So I just took my kids trick or treating so they can celebrate with the other kids. All their friends was doing it. They will come back to school showing all the big bags of candy that they got. I'm not gonna have my kids not being able to do the same thing.
Yeah, you can't crush these babies' dreams, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids got minds of their own, man. You just can't. I hate to see when a person does that.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's the way to live. I mean, people could believe in what they believe in, but when there's kids involved, don't do that shit. Keep your
Yeah.
personal to yourself.
Sometimes you gotta sacrifice your own beliefs for the happiness of your kids. And it's not so much sacrificing your own belief because you can do it in a way where you're not celebrating the holiday like everybody else, but you still letting your kids have the same joy that other kids is having. Like as a Christian, we don't believe in Halloween, but our church will put on a Halloween show for the kids. They will put on a Halloween show for the kids, and it's not so much them dressing up in costumes. It's just we have a service just for the kids for Halloween, and they will get candy and stuff like that. So you can still do it in a way where you don't celebrate the holiday if you don't believe in it, but you can still let your kids be able to have the joy of the holiday.
Yeah, that's a fact. But a lot of people don't understand that. I don't do Halloween. You ain't gotta do Halloween. Nobody asked you to do it. I mean, we get to a point where we don't. I don't do things. How the hell you don't do Thanksgiving? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I heard somebody else say that. They said I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I celebrate what they say they call it Turkey Day or some shit like
Yeah.
that. They call it. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, you don't celebrate it.
Turkey, like you trying to take the whole Thanksgiving shit away, but then call it Turkey Day? Like, what are we doing?
Okay. Yeah. I'm like,
That's
dog,
like,
what's so bad about Thanksgiving? Oh, well, that was when the Europeans took over, and that was the last meal that the Indians had before they took over the land.
here we go with that shit.
Okay, if you actually believe that, if that's what you believe, then okay, that's what you believe. But I don't look at Thanksgiving that way. I look at Thanksgiving. This is the time that you get around your family and give thanks for the whole year, everything that they done for you for the year, everything that you're grateful for the year. That's what I look at Thanksgiving for. I don't look at the history behind Thanksgiving. I don't go that deep into it.
People get too they try to get too deep in their religion. They try to get political, and people like that. I don't have no time for. So when they start talking that shit, I move. I'm gonna move from you because I don't want to hear it, bro. It ain't about me not wanting to believe you. I don't have time for that. I'm not. I've came too far in life, and I'm too thankful for all the things I received to listen to your nonsense. Right? It's true or not, I don't have time for that. Telling somebody, yeah, I don't, I don't really celebrate. Say I don't celebrate New Year's. I ain't really big on it. But so what do you do? Mm, I just tell everybody Happy New Year. What? What are you talking about?
You don't celebrate it, but you tell everybody Happy New Year. That's like the people say that I don't celebrate Christmas, but you telling everybody Merry Christmas. You telling everybody Merry Christmas, but you don't celebrate it.
Does that shit make sense?
Why don't you just say Happy Holidays? If you don't celebrate Christmas, won't you just say Happy Holidays?
Yeah, yeah.
Why would you say Merry Christmas?
You
That
gonna
don't even make sense.
celebrate the New Year? I don't celebrate New Year's because it ain't nothing but another year. But you steady saying, oh, yeah, I'll tell people Happy New Year though if they tell me they're back. But you just said this. All right, never mind, dog. See, you causing confusion. Like I
The
don't be
only,
happy.
actually, the only holiday that I understand that people don't celebrate is Halloween. That's the only one that I understand. The rest of them, I don't understand.
Yeah.
really don't understand.
Tell me that you don't celebrate Halloween, and I catch your ass in one of them parties where you got a mask on. You be talking about, yeah, my people's taught me into this, but this is not what I do. Man. Get your ass out of here. Get your
Like that's the only one that I understand is Halloween because they said that's the day for the witches and the dead and all that stuff. If you believe in witchcraft and stuff like that, because that's
free.
what the day was for. It was for the witchcraft.
I'm gonna be honest with
So
you. When you start, especially when you start looking at where we at, Halloween every day out this motherfucker, man. I swear it is.
no, it's Halloween every day out here. These niggas walk around in masks in the summertime.
Maryland, New York, Philly, it's Halloween every damn day in the cities. There was a woman who was just burnt on the damn train here.
That was the worst thing that could happen was COVID. Because now you giving these young niggas a right to walk around with masks on.
And they say it's not what you think. Yeah, it do, Josh. They be killing me with that. When you catch them in certain areas and they tell you they don't celebrate shit, and then you like, what you doing here? Yeah, it's not what you think. I'm only here because my homeboy E asked me to come out. No, homeboy. No. But people want to get so caught up in this trying to get you to believe what it is that they believe when they tell you shit like that. I don't celebrate you. You steady
It's
gonna
not
tell
what you
somebody.
think. How you gonna tell me it's not what I think? You know what I think? How you know what I think?
You just came. Look, you caught the person where they look at you and go.
No, this is what you say when they say, you know what? It's not what you think. No, it's not what you think. You think that I think what you think, but it's not what you think.
And people are cheating and shit, and they walk up to her, hold on, baby. It's not. You don't even. I don't even say that. Nobody said nothing.
Right. You know what? It's not what you think.
No. Nobody said nothing.
It's not what you think. No, it's really not what you think. Because you think that I think what you think that I think.
Yeah. That's too much thinking, bro. It's too much going on for me. That's too much damn thinking.
Right. You think I think what you think that I think. That's not what I think. I think what I think.
You're
not
just
what you think I think.
You just confuse the hell out of me, and I ain't got time for that. Talk about because I don't. It's too much going on.
Basically, what it is they think you're thinking what they think you think. It's basically like you say, if you tell me it's not what I think, and I say no, I'm not thinking what you think I'm thinking. I'm not thinking what you think I'm thinking. That's basically what because they thinking they know what you're thinking.
Now when you say that, how do you know what I'm thinking? Well, how the fuck you know what I'm thinking? You the one that said to me first that it ain't what you think.
That's what I said. It's really not what you think because you can't read my mind. It's really not what you think.
And I didn't come out to say nothing to you. You came out with it like it ain't what you think. Hold on, Free. It ain't what you think. I never said nothing.
I know it ain't what I think. It's not what you think. I know it ain't. I know it ain't.
That's what people say. I'm like, yeah.
I know it ain't. Because I don't know what you think that I think. I know it ain't.
For people like that, I'll be like, yeah, I gotta watch your ass.
Hey, Clarence, it's not what you think. I know. Because I don't know what you think that I think.
So right now at this moment, what am I thinking? Like, since you think that I'm thinking something, for real, the fuck? Like,
it'd be like on that episode of Martin when Martin was reading when they was showing what everybody was thinking, and that nigga they got the call that goes the service you had down is not in service. The number you had down is not in service. Like, what am I thinking? You're thinking of something. I know you thinking of something.
But that's
the service you have down is no longer in service.
That's how a lot of people get themselves in situations that they can't get out of. When they do shit like that, I'm like, see, you already done messed up, player.
You
That
walk up to a nigga,
he didn't say
walk up to
nothing.
the nigga. A nigga just looking at you. You think he looking funny. He looking at you like, nigga, I know what you thinking. Nigga, I ain't thinking about nothing. What the fuck are you talking about?
I
I
had
had
somebody
people say that. I had people say that to me a couple of times. Nigga, I know what you thinking. Dog, I ain't thinking about nothing. What are you talking about?
on the line. Camera, you'll make this face, or you be sitting there, and somebody be like, "I see the way D Free looking at me, so I know what you're thinking already, Free. So before you say anything,
That's why I tell people all the time. I say, dog, you can think what you want. That doesn't mean that's what it is. You can think what you want. Doesn't mean that's what it is.
yeah, yeah,
That's why, like when we talk about these daggone boxing games, we believe what we believe, but until it happens, it's not a fact.
no,
Until it
absolutely
happens, it's not a fact.
not
We
a fact.
believe what we believe. A lot of people believe that Tyson Fury was gonna go in there and use his weight and beat Usyk. Not what happened. That is not what happened. That man got outboxed
All into
almost
it.
the entire fight.
They put they all into it. That's why I be like these dudes, man. Y'all motherfuckers, man.
I had this debate the other day. Dude was sitting there telling me, I was like, no, that's what you believe. That's not what it is. No, you can't tell. No, matter of fact, you was up here. We was AK. I'm like, no, that's what we believe what would have happened. But I can't say that that's what would have happened for sure. That's what we believe would have happened. I don't know what would have happened if the fight would have went a different. If they would have said that was a knockdown or not. If they would have said that was a knockdown, I don't know. I said it's a high probability that it could have ended the way you thought it would, but that's not absolutely a fact that that's what was going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, you can. But you know, when it comes to that, like I said, man, that's why I be like, look, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. All I can do is sit back and just see.
That's the reason why it's called a prediction, because it's not an action. It's not an actual fact. We predicting what might happen in the fight, not an actual fact of what happened in the fight, because the fight didn't happen yet. We predicting what the fight is going to do.
Yeah, that's all you can do. None of what's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen. We can voice our opinions. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen because we strongly feel like we know what's gonna happen, and we know, man. All we do is voice our opinions. You have to have respect. Some people just want you to believe exactly what they're saying, when they're saying it, how they're saying it. So strongly say it, and you believe it. We have to believe it too, and that means that's what's gonna happen. It don't work like that, but you know that's why also, we were talking earlier about. I learned a lot from this year. I learned a lot to not just keep listening.
Man, I learned a lot from the 48 years of me being on this earth. I add up everything that I've learned for the last 48 years and came up to my conclusion that I have right now. Most people don't know shit. They just assume a lot of shit.
Not all of them not knowing. They don't want to know. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to be correct, and everybody wants to have a conversation
What,
where they want to miss out on. But you don't want to be a part of the conversation. You,
no,
I don't
no,
know, man.
no, what a lot of people have to understand when it comes to this boxing talk, when we talking about this boxing or any sport in particular, don't none of us know anything. We just assume what's going to happen. We don't know anything. Only thing we do know is what already happened. That's the only thing we do know.
Yeah,
What
man.
already happened.
But that's why I said I learned so much. I'm gonna respect and watch everybody crash. That's what I'm gonna do. They're trying to prove this point, prove that point, tell people that said, you know what, we're gonna try something. Well, I'm gonna sit back and just watch people crash out. Crash out.
You know, it's always gonna be somebody that's gonna crash out.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit back and watch it
It's
because
always gonna be somebody.
there's no
It's
need
always gonna be
for
somebody that's gonna crash out.
around this time to come for 2025 when we go into 2026. And I'm like, yeah, free. Well, I have to do this. Nah, I started my shit already. I'm not. Nah, because it's old. Teenagers and up in old, and a lot of these conversations played out. A lot of these arguments
Man,
played.
sit down. I told you don't stand on that.
I'm
Sit
not
down.
doing it. I let the people who believe what they believe stay over. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be a part of a lot of these conversations. It's not worth it. Going trying to make my channel was before and trying to get more subscribers. I was lucky enough to get. I got 430. I want 450 if it's possible. Then make it the by the time gathering comes next year. If I could be at 1,000 or before that, that's I'm trying to really go full time with it. So man, I got so much important stuff that I'm working on. So to be a part of these crashing out ass conversations, people telling you that you don't know this, you don't know that, and to the end, we don't even know if it's true. And when we find out it's not true, I was only reporting. My college just said I was only reporting with you.
Yeah.
You, you're barely a content creator. The hell you gonna tell me that you he said? Are you kidding me? Because you know that's always the argument, free. My
Yeah.
comp, my comp, my comp. I'm like, yo, that's your nigga. So that's your report. So that's your story. That's what you gonna be crazy, man. It be crazy. They don't have a clue. And I learned from that any conversation part of it if I don't want to. Things part of it. Because I see what people do. People take everybody's stories,
Mm-hmm.
but you take that, and that's your only angle. You take somebody else's life and come on here for 4 hours to talk about it.
Right.
So you're telling me you're sitting there waiting for some drama to happen so you can go report it, even outside of us. I'm waiting. I'm waiting right now. You know they got Haney and young shit going on now. Here we go with this.
This
Everybody
was just
stupid enough to take it and run with it. They know what they're doing when they put this out to the public. They know y'all gonna get y'all asses on YouTube and y'all gonna talk about
this is supposed to
it.
be a season of being happy.
Yeah, free. Why should me, you, underrated, or any of us arguing towards each other about some shit that don't have nothing to do with us? We're not even, you know what I mean? We crash, we debate over that nothing to do with us. We not going. We know these people personally. We act in front of the world. While people they but we crash out like
Right.
in the year before. That's why I'm like, nah, I learned from between 2020 and 2024. I learned a lot.
I see. I started in 2024, well, technically I started in 2023, but I really started following it in 2024. I'm not worried about these fighters' personal business. That's if you can't talk to me about a fighter and what they're doing in the ring or the fight that they're trying to make happen, I don't want to talk about that fighter. Let's talk about somebody who else is about to fight or trying to make a fight. I don't want to sit here and be talking about what he's doing in the club, what his girl is doing. I don't care about that shit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with the actual sport. It has nothing to do with the sport. Is it what his girl is doing or what he's doing in the club? Is that going to make him get a fight? If it's not making him get a fight, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. Like people asked me I think it was yesterday. They was asking me about, hey, you saw about the whole thing with Devin Haney's fiance? Nigga, I don't care about that. I don't care. That's his relationship. Why would I care about that?
This is the thing, right? And when we say we don't care, it's either people say you're not a fan of him, or this is about I want to know anything because there's nothing to think about it. I know people that do projects. I know a lot of people personally. I don't know the situation that look if you're crazy. If that stuff does not make you great, especially when it's talking about it.
I literally understand that these people run out of stuff to talk about. They literally run out of stuff to talk about.
Statement that Fat Joe made, which it wasn't a bad because I understood what he was saying. Now everybody talking about he owes up to black people, but now when you look up channels, Fat Joe, I'm like y'all are so lame, bro. Lame. Y'all got to that point free that really running out of shit to talk about that we got to just run with the get along game. Oh, he over there talking about it. Let me go put my own twist to it. Like the shit crazy. Crazy to me, man. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. When I came up here and I said, let's talk about remembering our first Christmas. Your first Christmas, we still.
Yeah.
Y'all make me sick, man. Y'all make me sick.
Yeah, a lot of these dudes literally don't have anything to talk about. They literally be out there joint lost. Like if it's not about a certain fighter, they literally just be out here searching. Like they couldn't find nothing else to talk about when it came to him. So they brought up what his fiance did years ago. I'm like, y'all just be tripping. I'm like, if y'all paid attention to the daggone video, that's when he was locked up. He's not locked up anymore. This is not recent. That's old.
Yeah.
That's old. That's not recent. That's old.
These idiots will take, and it ain't like it's these small channels, it's these major. The numbers, it's like, yo, these dudes that's monetized.
I don't know. Like I said, these people they run out of stuff to talk about.
Look at these big channels, and some of these guys a job because they YouTube. Yo, bro.
I've never been the one that cared about what these guys do in their personal life. Like I've always said it. If it doesn't affect their performance in the ring, I don't care what they do on their own personal time. That's why it's called personal time. It's for them. That's why it's called personal time. I don't care. The only time that matters to me is when they in that daggone ring. If they ain't in the ring, I don't care. Now, if there's something like he went out and shot somebody, then we could talk about that or something. But what he doing with his girl or what he doing in the club. I don't care about that.
I wasn't even gonna get on somebody.
Y'all don't talk about when they do stuff that's good for the community. Why I want to talk about their own
Yeah,
personal
right,
stuff?
exactly. Like somebody said, "Oh, do you think the tank fighters can't?" I don't give a shit if it is. Somebody said, well, didn't you go to the press conference? I said, so what? What the hell's the press? I said I wasn't going to March first fight. I wasn't buying the ticket, so it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing that goes on with him surprises me. And two, we can't act like any of this shit that we see these fighters do or say. We didn't start watching boxing today. We've been watching these fighters. That's what we come up next. Now you have to see. I'm not mad. I don't care if the fight happens March 1st or not. I really don't. I'm not mad. I'm not tripping, bro. I'm not tripping. Some of y'all are going to brains. And then y'all want to go out your way and that, man. You see how mad I am? I don't have to do all that, man. I don't have to do all that. I have to fight the turtle first. Some of y'all that way. I don't. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me, free. Like they be out here watching out and thinking that's cool. Like, man, some of y'all need to get off this social media shit and really go find something else to do. It's a content creator.
Look, but back to the topic. What you plan on doing tomorrow for Christmas?
I'm gonna come back into a part two of what we were talking about as far as Christmas and all, but it's always my time to reflect on my sister, to sit and think about her for a second. And then
I know what I will be doing. I know for sure what I will be doing. I'll be watching A Christmas Story. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
I'm gonna get to that tonight. I'm gonna get
That's
to
my favorite Christmas.
see.
I watch that. I watch that every Christmas.
You see the one when they got older? You know they got
Yeah, I saw the one when they got older. I saw that.
that was so
I saw
dope because they brought back all of them, and that shit is crazy. I'm like, I thought all of them were dead. I said, yo, Ralphie and
Nah.
even they brought the little brother back, and the little brother still looks like the little brother. That shit
Yeah.
crazy though, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
I saw that. I saw that. But yeah, I watch that every single year. I watch that. It's that and Home Alone are my two favorite Christmas
What is that?
movies that I
Friday?
watch.
For some reason, I always have to watch Friday After Next. It's starting to become part of that Christmas shit for me too.
I mean, it's on. It's I believe it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's on Netflix. If it's not Netflix, it's Amazon Prime.
But the Christmas Story for me tops it all because every Christmas I had to
Yeah.
watch that time. I always have to watch the story. I gotta watch it. It's a must. But I'm gonna be chilling. I'm not leaving. I'm in the same.
I'm about to jump off here because I got a live that I'm about to get ready to do.
Oh, you got a lot about to get ready to do with
DVO and Crush and Prize.
Come over there.
All right. All right, man. I will holler at
All right, man.
you later.
All right, later.
All right.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate my brother D Free for coming up here. You know, we just rapping, talking as we should. I be going on my little rants, man, but it's just that, man, our people got to do better. When it comes to creating content, we got to do better. Because some of the behavior is just disgusting and it's pathetic. And I know it's not going to change, but it's pathetic. When you start running out of content, you either need to start thinking of something or just freestyling what it is that you want to talk about versus waiting for a story to drop to wait for a story to drop so y'all can go and gossip like a bunch of baby mamas. So y'all need to cut y'all shit for real. I'll be back to do part 2 of this Christmas. We probably gonna talk about our favorite Christmas movies or whatever, or the Christmas story. Matter of fact, we'll come back with that tomorrow. What did that movie meant? What did that movie meant to us? What did it do? So that's what we do. We'll do the Christmas story tomorrow, and we ain't doing no boxing, none of that shit. Don't come up here about no Young Thug or no Devin. I don't want to hear none of that crap. We just happen to bring it up today because we talking about the behavior of people. But tomorrow we ain't doing all that. We gonna enjoy it. So like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button. Like I said, the merch you already know. I told y'all before is out. Hit that Cash App for mugs, t-shirts. Hit me up. All right. Everybody enjoy the rest of the night. I'll be live tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. We're gonna get it popping early. So y'all join me then. I love all y'all. Be safe out there. You know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.